What's up everyone, it's Cub Gameplay here, and today I'm going to be playing Pixel Dungeon. So it's a roguelike game, which is a turn-based strategy role-playing game basically. And it's one of the most difficult mobile games that I've actually played before. So I think I've only ever beaten the game once or so, I'm going to just jump in and show you what the game's like. So let's go. I'm going to erase my current game so I can start a brand new game for you guys. So here's my warrior. He's quite a good new player character because he's got high strength and he starts with a 6-point damage short sword. So I'm going to just explore this level, which is level 1 of 25 or 26 to be exact. So if you step over grass, then you can pick up seeds. So the ice cap one, the blue one, will freeze whatever there is. If you step on it, for example, will freeze you for a few turns. And the sungrass can heal you, so it's actually really useful. So I'm gonna have a look around. Potion of strength. So when you drink this, it makes you stronger, and you can use more advanced, basically better weapons and armor. So they're really useful. So there's a rat here. He's sleeping. He hasn't noticed me yet, so I'll go take him out. So now he's noticed me, I will back through the door, because once he steps through the door, then I get the first hit, and then it's a surprise attack, so you have 100% accuracy, so you can't miss basically. So we'll hit him now. I'm going to ignore these stones because they don't really have very useful things in them. At least most of the time for me they don't. So we get another seed. It's a dreamweed seed, and it emits confusing gas or confusion gas. So when you try and walk while you're in the gas, then you will basically walk around randomly. So we don't want to use that in the wrong situation. So the rats are the easiest enemy in the game. They only have 8 health, and you can take them down quite easily as a warrior. So we'll do another surprise attack on him. Doors are your friend in this game. So I got a new potion. I'm going to identify it. Hang on one second, I'll take this guy out first. So I'm going to identify this potion. I didn't mean to press that. So you want to stand near a door when you identify a potion in case it's toxic gas, so you can get away quickly. And on water in case it's fire. So I'm going to throw my squirrels away so they don't burn. Then I'll drink my potion. And it's a levitation potion, so it makes you float in the air so you can't trigger traps or step in water. So you can float over chasms in some special rooms to get items. So I'll just wait a few turns to get rid of this, because if my next potion is fire and I drink it while I'm in the air, then I can't put out the fire in the water. So I'll drink this now. That's toxic gas, so I'm gonna get out and come back with my squirrel later. Yeah, the toxic gas potions are really useful when you throw them at enemies from a distance, but you don't want to get caught in them. And they're useful for bosses as well. So this is level 1, and there's a boss on level 5. And then there's a boss every 5th level. So these are dewdrops, and they restore your health. And so as you can see in the bottom corner now, I'm hungry. So it's just a warning that soon I'm going to be starving, and you need to eat food, otherwise you can starve to death basically and lose health over a really long time. I think the gas might be gone by now, so yeah, it's gone. So I'll pick up my squirrels now. And here's another squirrel. So I'm going to identify my squirrels now. So they teleported me. So they're quite useful when you want to escape from a dangerous location. So if you're trapped in a room with some really dangerous enemies, then they can help you escape. But you might end up in an even more dangerous place. so there's some risk associated with these squirrels. I'll identify this one and I'll upgrade my short sword, because the sword isn't really a very useful weapon later in the game, but you can reforge it to upgrade another weapon, so your upgrade scroll carries over into your other weapon, so it's quite good and you won't waste it. And that's a magic mapping scroll, so it basically tells you everything in the level. So I haven't been to this room, but you know that levitation potion I drank that was supposed to let you float over the traps, but I'm not going to bother going there because I don't have the potion, and I don't want. Now these are paralytic gas traps, so if you step on them then you get paralyzed, and if any enemy happens to walk into the room you are pretty much screwed. So they might get paralyzed themselves, but you don't want to take the risk, so I probably won't bother going there. So I picked up a key earlier and there's a locked door here, so I'll go see what's in it. So we've got 2 leather armor here and a mace. So I am not going to put on any of this armor yet because there's a chance that this armor can be degraded and cursed. Cursed means that you can't take them off after you put them on unless you use a scroll on it. And degraded means that they have a negative modifier on them. So basically they have a lot less protection than they should. And they're basically absolutely terrible. So, and degraded weapons and armor are always cursed, so if you put on a really bad piece of armor or use a really bad weapon and then you can't take it off unless you use a scroll, so you're kind of screwed unless you have a scroll. So I probably won't put them on until I've identified them with a scroll identify, which you can find later. So now I'm level 2, so this is level 1, and when you go down to level 2, it's recommended to be level 2. So basically it's better if you become the level you are about to go to. So level 2, level 2, level 3, level 3, just to stay more safe, because the enemies at lower depths are more dangerous. So it's better to stay more safe with that. So I'll eat my food. I actually should have waited a bit longer before I ate that, because food actually restores health for the warrior. So I should probably have waited until I lost some health before I used that food, especially because I didn't find any on the last level 1. So this is what I've got so far, and before I finish this episode I'm going to read the Tome of Mastery. You get this when you have beaten the second boss with any class, for a specific class. So I've done that before, and I've beaten the second boss with that's at depth 10 with the warrior, which is this hero. So I get the Tome of Mastery. You can choose a subclass, and I think the berserker is actually quite good, because as you can see, the more enemies around him the faster he performs his attacks, and he gets damage boost when he's no health, so I'll go for that. So this is what I've got so far, and I will see you next time with my next episode, seeing how my warrior gets on later. So see you next time.